Okay guys, the Nintendo E3 conference just finished up, guys, and I gotta say they did a fantastic job. Probably one of the best keynotes I've ever seen. It was only about an hour and 15 minutes, but man guys, they crammed it full of huge announcements. They have all sorts of big games. They have everything from a Zelda game, they have a new Donkey Kong game, they have GoldenEye, they have, I mean guys, they were just the new Metroid game. There's even a new Mickey Mouse game. Guys, they were just loading it full of some pretty cool looking games. But guys, undoubtedly the star of the show was the Nintendo 3DS. Yes guys, it is the Nintendo 3DS. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and tell you about it. If you've heard a lot of the rumors, that most of them were true. Actually I made a video just a little while ago. Almost all that stuff ended up coming true. But there's some more really cool things. Now guys, the first thing, and one of the more surprising things, was that the 3DS does not have one camera. It does not have two cameras, guys. The 3DS has 3 cameras. So guys, I'll be showing you guys my DSi here, kind of to give you guys a good sense of what it looks like. I'll also be showing pictures as well. So guys, so you see the DSi, obviously it has one camera on the outside. Well, with the 3DS, it has 2 cameras. The reason for this is that it takes 3D pictures. Yeah guys, that's actually really impressive. It's one of the first cameras that I know of that actually you can go ahead and buy and take 3D pictures. So along the bottom, as you guys can see in this picture here, there are 2 little cameras. We don't know exactly how big of resolution and how all it will work, but it does look like it will take 3D pictures, which you can obviously view on your 3DS. So guys, looking at the outside of the design, it is pretty impressive. I mean, it's very sleek and smooth. It looks like it's going to be a little bit bigger than the standard DS. And it is very similar in the fact that, you know, it opens and closes. It does have 2 screens. Let's go ahead and open up my DSi and just kind of talk a little bit about how this works. Guys, so there are a lot of things going on the 3DS. Now, the top screen is widescreen. It is a 3.5-inch 3D display. So the bottom screen stays the same, but this one probably will come out to about like this, as you guys can see in this picture here. But guys, it has got a really kind of, well guys, I'm not hugely a big fan of the new kind of design as far as the colors. The inside looks a little bit busy, to be honest, but I'll go ahead and run you guys through it. There are quite a few new things. So guys, the first thing is the top is mostly the same. It does have a camera above the 3D screen, kind of like a webcam almost. And then on the right side, there's a little switch. And basically what you can do is you can turn up and down the 3D effect. So you can turn it all the way off, or you can turn it all the way up. I guess that's just, you know, for people who might not be able to, you know, watch 3D, you know, might get a little sick or something. So, you know, that's kind of a nice thing. Now moving down to the bottom, guys, there are quite a few new things. It actually looks a little bit busy to my taste, but, you know, whatever. So guys, coming from the left, you will still have your D-pad. The power button is no longer there. But the main thing is there is now an analog stick. And guys, this one looks to be like a pretty decent sized one. So guys, you know, you can go ahead and just like, I hope they don't run into the same problems that the PSP had with only one analog stick. But, it's not that big a deal. One thing I did note though is that the analog stick is right above the D-pad. So it might be a little awkward. It doesn't look like you can use both of them at the same time for, you know, trying to walk and, you know, use one to strafe and one to walk or something like that. Just kind of something I noticed. You know, the buttons on the right side are just the same. You go ahead and you have your X, your Y, your A, and your B. All the buttons from the standard DS have come over. Guys, they have the touchscreen looks a little bit odd. It is the same, about the same size, but now there are buttons beneath it. So guys, it looks a little bit almost like the original DS. You know, the touchscreen's very raised and it's very contoured. It's a big step away from the standard DS and the DSi, what they look like. Guys, so there is a lot more. They have a lot more controls. In addition to the buttons, there are motion controls, so just the standard what you find on, you know, like an iPod Touch or an iPhone. But there's also a gyroscope, so it should be very, very precise. You can go ahead and move it left to right, up and down, walk around with it, and it will be able to sense all of that. It's very impressive. Guys, another thing is that it is fully compatible with DS games, as I'm sure you, everyone has said this, and it's not a big surprise, but yes, guys, all your DS games should work 100% fine. So guys, I'm kind of jumping back and forth here. It just finished up. You know, another cool thing is that it will be able to, on the screen, you will be able to watch 3D movies. So guys, you actually, you know, instead of spending, you know, thousands of dollars on these, you know, brand new 3D TVs, you just go ahead and buy yourself a 3DS, watch it on your small screen, and you'll be 100% good to go. That's really pretty cool. So guys, now probably one of the most impressive things I thought were the graphics. Guys, the graphics are just as good as we hoped. The resolution, of course we don't know the exact specs. The resolution on the screen didn't look that great. I'm sure it's a bump up, but it didn't look super high definition. But guys, the graphics did look really good. I would say, just based off the Kid Icarus video game that they showed, it looked on par with the Wii. I mean, that's pretty impressive. So guys, it is really, really, really cool. So guys, that's most of it. They did talk about there are going to be a ton of games for it. They showed, talked about everything from Metal Gear, there's going to be Resident Evil, there's going to be Assassin's Creed. Guys, they're going to have millions of games on this thing. But unfortunately, some of the bigger things, the price and release date, were not mentioned at all. So guys, we don't know when it will be out, we don't know how much it will be once they do release it. So guys, that's a little bit of a disappointment, but if you were expecting like the Xbox yesterday that it'll be on sale tomorrow, doesn't look like it's going to happen. Looks like I'm guessing probably October or November before it's going to be released, and hopefully for maybe a little bit more than the current DSi XL. But guys, that's total speculation. We don't know. All we do know for sure is that it will be out before March of next year. So guys, take that as you will. We don't know exactly when it will be out, but yeah. So guys, that's my full rundown of the Nintendo 3DS. It looks really, really cool. I'm not a huge fan of how it looks. I think the buttons look a little too busy, and I'm afraid it might be a little bit too big. I know the DSi is pretty big as is, and it looks even bigger than that. So guys, I'm not 100% sold on it, but man, looking at the 3D graphics, both, and the gameplay, everything looked really solid. Yeah guys, I'm liking it. So anyway guys, I will be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I will be doing lots more videos about the 3DS as we get more information, in addition to all sorts of other tech stuff. So yeah. Anyway guys, thanks for watching.